All right, guys, we are on day 5 now. Anyway, got filters, oil, duocone installer for a big old scraper, and we're gonna bring that with us. Anyway, I got the filters broke loose on the engine. Let's go ahead and get these guys installed and the oil changed in this thing. Been letting these drip for a while, try and get most of the oil. Oh, my gloves, woo, making a mess. Caught it though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go ahead and get this done. Oh yeah, got that one too. Mint. Nice. Good thing I got that over with. Dumping boat in here. Go ahead and we'll pre-lube on this filter. Just to make sure it's got some in it to reduce the risk of a really bad dry start. Okay. And it's windy. That at least reduce a massive dry start to where you start the engine and there's no oil in the filters and it's got to build up pressure to get to them. This will at least reduce that by a bunch. It ain't gonna be perfect, but it's better than what most people do. I was hoping this rag would give me some extra grip in here, but yeah, it's working. There we go. It's just hand tight on these. Should be enough, I would think. We'll check to make sure. Okay, we'll call that hunky-dory. Happy. One more check. Yep. Yep, okay, she's good. Now, we'll drain it out of the pan. I did warm it up a little bit, make sure to get all that oil and stuff from the top end down, if there was any sludge or gunk or whatever. So, oh, there we go. Okay. Any metal? Tiny little bit of metal, but who knows how long this thing's been. I mean, it was kind of sludgy too. It wasn't like big flakes or nothing, so probably fine. I went ahead, I got all the oil drained out of it, got the new drain pan bolt in, or the old one in, and I got the correct wrap to tighten it back up. Now I'll go ahead and we'll dump some new oil in this thing. Completely empty, that's good. Let's see if we can one shot it here. Okay. Ah, god damn it. Gosh darn it. Go get a funnel. First guy who comments that's getting pinned in the comments. Okay. Now we wait. I'll get a little bit left in it. Oh yeah, we're on the stick now, boys. She needs about another half gallon, which if I would have used the funnel, we'd probably be there. but you know, we'll just go buy another gallon. Well, today's the day. We're finally setting off. Just a couple more things to check. I went through the oil, we greased all the drive shafts, I greased all the kingpins, basically everything with a grease zerk that would take grease. I went ahead and did that. I got the strobe working, horn works. I'm just bringing a few extras along with me down to the other yard. Whole bunch of shirts. These are actually for giving out to customers, so if anybody wants a shirt, let me know. Maybe we'll send a few out. Extra pair of boots, gloves. I got some tools in here. I've got more down at the yard, but I figured I'd bring some extras. I brought a spare 637 final drive, a couple spare tires. Oh, we also got spare fuel filters. Let's see if I can remember where I put those. Nope, not in there. They must be in this one. What do we got? Okay, spare oil, antifreeze. Not in there. Where did I put my spare fuel filters? Good thing we're checking now. Must be in here. Ah, okay. All right, spare fuel filters, bunch of grease. Just a random assortment of things. Well, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get that strapped down and we'll go ahead and get on out of here. All right, gates locked. Everything's checked, we're ready to rock. So that's good. She's got a little play in the steering wheel. I guess we'll see what happens when we get up to speed. All right, quick pit stop. Jalapeno corn dog, chicken strips, and some drinks along the way. All right, guys, we're here getting fuel for the first of many times. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do. For however many fuel stops I make, whoever can add up all the gallons used that it takes me to get to my destination, I'll give out a free shirt to you. This is a pain in the butt with one hand too, just so you know. Everything seems to be holding up good so far. And I forgot to mention, I did add a light bar and a little bit better lights. I ordered LEDs, but these are just regular halogen lights. They didn't come in time, unfortunately. But everything so far, so good. All right, there's our first fill up. 21.6 gallons. Let's see how many more of those we got. can't tell, I'm yelling because it's super, super loud in here. These old metal cabs, they are not like the new Peterbilts. This is gonna be a long drive. Alright, we're about 100 miles in. Everything's going great. Although I did learn one thing. Do not press the red button. I accidentally touched it and pushed it down, and she tried to go in the low range at 50 miles an hour, so glad we avoided that. Don't touch red button. Check. Everything's still going good. Alright, we're heading into our first town now. Everything's still going good. I do have a slight driveline vibration. I'm not sure what that's from yet, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get fuel here and check the truck out, make sure everything's still okay. Alright, second fuel stop. I'm not sure how much I trust that gauge because it keeps going full, a little bit less, full, a little bit less, so I'd be really happy if that was right because that means it's getting really good fuel mileage, but we're gonna find out what it's actually getting here in a second. All right, well, I think we're about 200 miles in, something like that. And the truck seems to be holding up really well so far. I got that little bit of a driveline vibration, but other than that, we're doing good. Don't see any major leaks. Everything looks okay. I don't know if the hubs are hot or anything. Nope. That one's good. That one's good. We should go and check the oil though. Nice and easy. Don't want to take our light bar off. All right. How good are we doing on oil? Oh yeah, perfect. Go ahead and we'll get a rag too. Let's see, is there a rag around here? Maybe I got one in here. Okay, got our dipstick wiped off. Where are we at? Perfect. That's what I like to see. Basically no oil usage at all. Water, not hot at all. Well, we're doing good. Let's get this thing filled up. Yeah, it's still pretty full, honestly. Maybe she's getting good mileage. Probably not. Oh, there we go. All right. And I did notice this too. One of my bolts on my light bar, I must have not tightened it down, so I took all of my lockout tagout zip ties and got her secured. So that's probably not going anywhere. Hopefully not, because I have a feeling we're going to be doing some night driving here. Check, how is that possible? Well, it foamed up, but $7 gallons. Huh. Let's go check the other side. Where are we at with this tank? So that's looking pretty low. Well, I guess we should top this tank off too, because I have a feeling it's sucking from this one and not transferring, or we're just gonna have these both full. So this one, it took 7.54 gallons. Let's see what that other tank does. Now, I forgot to mention, you guys need to be subscribed to my channel in order to get the shirt. So make sure that when you guys add this up, that you're subscribed to my channel. Okay, let's try this again. Resetting. That one seems pretty empty. Now we wait. Well, that seems a little bit more accurate. So I wonder if it's only pulling from this tank. We'll have to check that out and see if we're transferring correctly. Just give it a little bit of a top off. 39.7 gallons. All right, let's get back on the road. Glad this thing's got air ride. Should be a rough ride the sun gun if it had a regular suspension seat in it. So for those of you guys who don't know, this is Burns, Oregon. So it's basically the last part of civilization we're gonna see until we get to the Nevada border, which is called McDermott. We filled that other tank too, because this thing is pegged on full now. So maybe it was starting to draw. Maybe that's why it was starting to go down. It was starting to draw from the other tank. But I'm glad we topped that off. Okay, here we go, on our way to Winnemucca, and then another 200 miles. Forgot to latch our hood down. We're gonna need to pull over here in a second. Come on, blinkers. Yeah, this freaking had you working. There it goes. Cell service for about 100 miles. No power, no fuel, no nothing. So we're headed straight into no man's land. We definitely do not want to break down between here and the Nevada border. Well, I think we're about halfway between Crane, which is where we turned where there was no service, and Burns Junction, think that speedo's right because it's buried at like 110. Everything seems to be going good. It's super, super windy outside, and it's super loud inside this cab. Might need to get some insulation or something in this thing to quiet it down a little bit. But we're just making our way. I'm not sure if you can see that, but we got a giant grade coming up. We'll see how many times we got to downshift up this thing. Pedal to the metal. Truck around, even though I've got a 5,000-pound final drive in the back. Got a little bit warm, but not bad. Well, I misjudged it, and we had one more big hill. So we're in second gear right now, doing about 20 mile an hour at 2,000 RPM. We're just about to the top of this thing finally. Alright, can we grab one more gear? Come on, baby. Rolling lots of coal. Alright, let's go. The big downgrade of this thing. Probably one of the bigger climbs we have of this trip. There's a couple more in Nevada, but this was the worst of the Oregon part. Alright guys, well, we made it to Burns Junction, which that's that direction, probably 4 miles. Figured it'd be a good time to stop and check out the truck, make sure everything's going okay. It's been running real good. I still have a driveline vibrations, or maybe it's a tire. Yeah, a little sketchy. Looks okay. Everything seems to be going good. Yeah, good there. Oh yeah, ice cold. But this is how far in the middle of nowhere I am right now. Anyway, let's get back on the road. We got a long ways to go. Alright guys, I had to pull over. It's so loud in there. I'm gonna have to get some earplugs or something. I think I saw a set, yep, right down here I think. Look at that. Brand new set of earplugs. This thing is brutal. I miss my Pete. It's reliable though so far, but anyway, put some earplugs in, we'll get back on the road. Alright guys, well, we are officially almost to McDermott, about 200 feet up there. It's the Nevada border. Alright guys, we're officially in McDermott, which is the Oregon-Nevada border. This is going to be the third fill up. Everything is still going good. Truck's holding together better than I am so far. I had to put a set of earplugs in. It's so loud when you get up to 65 miles an hour. It's just so loud in the cab that I had to do it. It was killing me. So anyway, let's fill this thing up again. All right, 15.034 gallons.
These roads are so much smoother than the ones in Oregon. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing a good job at making these roads nice and smooth, because that was brutal back there heading into McDermott. Wanted to shake the whole truck apart. Go ahead and pull over right over here. I keep hearing a rattling noise coming from that side of the truck, so we're just gonna check it out, make sure nothing's falling apart.
It was coming from this end. Over here. Good there. Maybe it's that license plate. Everything seems okay. A bit of an oil leak. Okay, let's get back on the road. Alright, well, night has started to fall upon us. Truck's still doing good. Cruising at right at about 65 miles an hour. Finish line. I'm not sure if the camera is going to pick it up, but right ahead up there is the town that we're going to stop in. All right, guys, we finally made it to our destination. So unfortunately, I don't have internet at my shop, so I'm gonna have to drive it all the way to the shop, but I won't be able to upload it because I'm gonna be working over at the mines and stuff, and I just won't have time to upload the video. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna call it here. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna upload this video, and guys, let me know, make sure you comment on that fuel. So whoever gets it first, what I'll do is either pin the comment, or in the next video, I will announce the winner. And then all you have to do is, once I announce you, send me an email to that, what's in the description or what's on my channel page. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See ya.